يا من هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الرحمن الرحيم الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر الخالق البارئ المصور الغفار.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace, mercies, and blessings of Allah, God Almighty, be with one and all. This day, today, friends and families, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in a foreign land, and I was very unwell. So the family sent me out, and my wife, to relax a bit and heal after all the medication and after all the difficulties that I went through. These are reminders from Allah that we must care of ourselves and remember Allah, because one day we have to leave this world. Now, this is a presentation of the Electric Mosque's teachings of Islam. It's a kind of a unique presentation because it is here that I'm giving you the introduction in this foreign land, as we are somewhat docked here in one of the cities of Rome. And while it's amazing, I was touched by a reading of In the Raw in Guyana Free Media, in which I made some comments, gave my take, and also a reading of a wisdom from His Excellency President Dr. Irfaan Ali. In this presentation, Dr. Ali is speaking about the power, learning to master the seventh power. Now, many would say that this power truly is the power of God, and all depend upon prayers. Yes, this is all fine and well and good. But while prayers is good, one must have this extenuating power to apply the law of the seventh power, which is the universal laws of attraction, the power of positive thinking. One cannot just want to sit and pray and expect all the great and good things to come to them. So you can pray, but you have to work as well. And so this is technically what His Excellency was saying. I found it while I was sitting down thinking of what to do, because I received a message from my team in the RK's Secretariat, Georgetown, Guyana, asking about an electric mosque. And then I found that presentation reading and my take on the seventh power. Now, we will link this together with this message I'm giving you, and I would like you to share this and to think about this seventh power of the universal laws of attraction. Now, out there, ladies and gentlemen, in there, in the power and divine waters, Subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Creator, has placed so much powers. For example, we see some light, and we have air, but we forgot of all the powers that is in that light, the gamma rays, the X-rays, the ultraviolet lights. We forget about the covering, the embryonic sac in the universe that protects us, that Allah has put there. So in this universe, there is so much power. We must learn to attract that power into our hearts. We must learn to combine that power with our thoughts and our prayers to achieve all the great things for self, for family, for national development, and in this case, the president was talking about the seventh power for one Guyana. So your friend, your brother, me, Hajji Dr. Roshan can, in the raw, blending it with the Electric Mosque's presentation of the teachings of Islam. Listen, share, and enjoy. May Allah heal me and bless you and our country, our president, our wonderful, amazing government, and our peoples. Assalamu alaikum. Enjoy. President Dr. Irfaan Ali, my beloved divine friends of Guyana, the diaspora, and around the world, is a man of the people, for the people, truly by the people, and tries to reach out to every single soul area in this country. Now let us look at this message that His Excellency just sent out only recently, in which he is saying that a mindset change is needed among citizens to develop Guyana, President Dr. Irfaan Ali. Now, I want to give you a reading, but allow me to give you my take first of all, please. So my take is President Irfaan Ali, Excellency, a mighty man, a simple man, of great wisdom and compunction for growth and development of Guyana. This is his philosophy. He expounds as what I will refer to as a youth philosopher, simplistically speaking. Actually, he has become the master, or a master in the art of enhancing the universal laws of attraction, or the power of positive thinking, as I've been teaching and speaking of for ages. Friends, look out. I was advising for this reading, so this is the reading now, along with my take, and this is my take on it. An explanation of self-empowerment by positive thoughts, which become words. Your thoughts, friends and family, becomes words. If your thoughts are good, then your words will be good. If your thoughts are positive, developmental, and patriotic, and love for all people, then your thoughts, thoughts of beautiful goodness will blossom into fantastic thoughts becoming action. Positive, good, elegant, decent action. To give you an example, look at Aubrey Norton and his words and his face, which shows his thoughts, his compunction for evil, along with the likes of Rickford Burke and David Hines, and so on, and also those types, those groups. Look at their faces and their bitterness and their jealousy. So their evil thoughts shows on their faces. But look at our president. Regardless of how harsh and difficult the situation might be, he's always smiling, sharing love and goodwill and joy. And those beautiful thoughts becomes action, service, care, love, even though people are never satisfied. The more you give them, the more they want. Which becomes actions and the cyclical, like the cyclical evaporation techniques through hearts and minds. When I'm talking about evaporation, I'm talking about water, dirty water, river water, ocean water, good water, being absorbed by the energy of the wind or the air, touching them. Then it becomes lighter, and then it raises into the atmosphere, higher and higher, and then it evaporates and turns into clouds and Then the lightning come by the power of God and break it up, and the wind blows it to the land where it should go. So this is how the thought is that I can think of. I haven't seen anybody write it, but this is how it goes. And then it comes down as fertilizing rain, as the Holy Quran depicts and explains. And so the actions become thought again, and the cycle continues, my divine friends and family. So the mindset change needed among citizens in order to develop Guyana. Let us see what President Ali is saying, having given you my thought and my take on this wisdom. Allow me to explain further. While outlining his developmental vision for the country, President Dr. Irfaan Ali called on Guyanese to change their outlook on national matters, noting that without a mindset focus on transformation, Guyana's prosperity will continue to be challenged. So, as you understand, he's telling us we have to change this mindset from evil thinking, following evil, ambitious men and their words, and we have to evolve and develop and grow into goodness and positivity to truly make this country ever, ever truly great in the world. The world's eye, friends and family, ladies and gentlemen, are upon Guyana. The world's eyes. So what must we do? We have to prepare ourselves and change that mindset. Technically, this is what His Excellency President Dr. Irfaan Ali is saying to us. So you know, ladies and gentlemen, this is in the raw RKS Guyana Free Media. And so I had to go and get some water, and I didn't prepare for it. And I saw this thing on that I saved, this article that I think is important for us to understand the importance of mindset and projection. Because what we want, we get. But if we think evil about ourselves or in the atmosphere or the universe, and we always mock and condemn, then that is what we become. That is what we shall see. That is what we shall achieve. If we are a jealousful person of someone's achievements, not knowing how they got it, or whether they truly own it, like some people envy my home. Because they don't know how it come, you don't know how many people involved with it, they don't know how much debt is involved, and they don't know how many brothers and sisters might be involved in a home. So this is what I'm trying to show you, the mindset of evil, low thinking, and not thinking about glory and opportunity and greatness for all of us in Guyana. He made a remark on Thursday during a forum at State House where he appraised stakeholders on the gas to energy project and what such an initiative means for the country. Before he delved into the details, the head of state explained that the project must be examined within the wider construct of Guyana's national transformational agenda, which rests on 7 pillars. So he's obviously going to give us the pillars. Now there's 7 laws of success too, by chance, and one day I will give you those 7 laws of success. But at this juncture, allow me to tell you that so much people are trying to make mockery or to discourage the oil and gas. If they're to stop it, imagine how they will gloat. But yet they will continue to be bitter. And they will be annoyed, and they will make mockery, and they will gloat in their joy. As they did with their negative thought, they brought down through the conspiracy with their leaders in the APNU AFC grouping comprising of the PNCR as the largest partner. When they had a 1-seat majority, they actually stopped the Milia Fall. So this is to show you the mindset, ladies and gentlemen. To you who are negative and envious and jealous, like the so-called village voice, Norton, the members of the PNC, sadly, they were my friends, and those Apnu and Ramjatan and all of them, they shut down after so much money was spent. And today, ladies and gentlemen, friends and families, brothers and sisters, put on your thinking caps and open up your ear hearing capacity. we would have been paying 50% or less for hydro by this time. So the Apnung way of seeing men like Norton and others in the Nagamutu, Ramjatan and others caused the dissemination, the destruction of hydro. So that's the mindset he's trying to go to, and now he's going to give us the seventh pillar. President Ali revealed the seventh pillar President Ali revealed is mental transformation. He noted that the pillar was recently added after he took some quiet time to think about what's happening in the country, and that is the thinker that President Ali is. Very important. President Ali expressed that we need to have a mental transformation in our society because the scale of what we are doing is completely different from the way we think. From a business operational perspective, the scale is different from what we ever imagined. And if you think things in a Lilliputian or a petty or a minor matter or with grudge and jealousy in your heart, Mr. Norton, Burke and his team like Hines and those people that were sent out to beat and rob the Indo-Guyanese of food and drink because of their laziness and their propensity for evil. That is the point I'm trying to make, and my take of all of this. The evil thoughts propels their heart because the thought is evil, the action is evil, and their leaders, friends and family, ladies and gentlemen, they're all evil. In the raw. RK's Guyana Free Media. He added that the mental transformation talks about critical thinking and not this type of straight line analysis, as I normally say. The word that I use a lot these days, the gaffing scenarios, and it must lead to mindset change that requires all of us to understand the development path and agenda that Guyana is on. So we have to think big. We can't think narrow-minded. You want greatness, you want road, you want streets, you want lights, you want lamp. You want food stamps or benefits. You want handouts. Where the money can come from. Cost of living must drop. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family. Teach those who don't know, those with the evil minds and evil propensities with evil thoughts that produces evil actions. My beloved divine friends and family. In the raw. This is not the first time that a Guyana leader had cause to encourage citizens to change the way they think. Following the violent protests along the east coast of Demerara on Tuesday, President Ali told reporters that he had contemplated conducting an address to the nation live from a burial ground, and one day he might do it. The reason for that is to tell them we either die in disgrace and die like a low life. Whether we live low life, it's like we have dead, or we have died, or whether we live and choose ourselves to dead without achieving everything. The man is thinking. The universe is opening up his hearts as a result of his thought. His thought is good. President Dr. Irfaan Ali is thinking good and great and is seeing beauty and joy. So the universe is working with his heart and with his mind and his soul, so he gets more knowledge and more wisdom to teach us. Norton, Burke, guys, listen. Talking about Burke, why is it he and Hines are overseas and directing evil and encouraging evil in Guyana? What can we do with the State Department and the American criminal justice system, because it is not allowed to encourage destruction in a country when you are living in that country trying to destroy another country. It is not allowed in America. Whether you have freedom of speech, but you don't have freedom of speech to eschew violence and destruction in a nation. To remind everybody that at the end of the day, that is our final destination. He wanted to remind us, this is where we will be buried. This is where we will end up in the end of the day. You want to fight? You want to break up? You can have anything. That's our final destination, President Ali expressed. So break up, destroy, broke up, Mr. Norton. Mr. Christopher Jones, your wickedness, brother, I'm very disappointed in you, man. You're a young guy. You shouldn't be creating mischief like you are. It's sad, man. I'm very disappointed in you. That you're going to tell people that African or black people go to the bank and they get refused with the same documents, and Indian people go into the bank and they get through. The government of Guyana or no Indo-Guyanese don't own a bank. Why are you saying these things? You're riling up people with a wrong mindset and think you have committed a criminal offense. I think the government need to do something with you and find a way to bring you to justice, because you are lying and you are trying to create confusion and mayhem and racial animosity in the nation. I'm sorry that the Ethnic Relations Commission is not functioning at the moment, because I would have fought hard to bring you down and to bring you in. Christopher Jones, I don't hate you. I pity you. I feel sorry for you, man. You need to encourage these young people not to steal, not to break, not to manipulate, and to be positive, to help them to get good jobs, to help them to get trades, to work with the government in the ministries that can give them training from anything, from masonry to block making, to those who don't have the education or the skill, to any little thing, to give them legal jobs. But you are encouraging mayhem and destruction by telling them lies, Christopher Jones. Lies. It's very sad and very disrespectful to the nation, because the low thought that you have in the low heart turns into the words. And then the words becomes the action. Bad thoughts, bad words, evil action, my friend. I have nothing against you. But grow up and learn. Guyana, I'm reading back to the reading. Guyanese diaspora in Los Angeles in June, President Ali argued that Guyanese and their myopic thinking will get us nowhere. Myopic means, friends and family, narrow-mindedness, thinking straight like this and can't think wide. So he's telling us, he told them that. He was at the time defending his decision to allocate several acres of land in Guyana to be utilized by farmers of Barbados, and I must say youth farmers, as the two countries seek to push the regional food security agenda. Some people are upset of that. Some people are upset that Afro-Guyanese will come and work those farms and develop the Afro-Guyanese population. So they can't understand and think wider with a positive heart. So he explained to them, he's seeing beyond race. He sees beyond religion. He sees according to the greatness of the human heart. And to develop partners in the Caribbean, particularly Trinidad, is very good to us. And so we develop a special relationship with Barbados. I said Trinidad just now, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we have had some good relationship with them too, but really I was referring to Barbados, where the government of Barbados is investing in infrastructure to help them. So they will build the roads, the dam, the bridges. According to President Ali, myopic thinking will not take us anywhere. Narrow-mindedness, he means. Myopic thinking means narrow-mindedness, friends and family. Please share this. This is an important topic. The President is trying to open up our hearts and our minds. Well-paid workers, better services. Meanwhile, the other pillars outlined at the President Ali are associated with infrastructure, technology, services, energy security, food security, and human resources, human development. Technically, ladies and gentlemen, speaking about infrastructure development, the head of state highlighted that you have seen a very elaborate and detailed master plan unveiling in the country as it relates to the infrastructure transformation of our country, the Linden-Mabura Hill Road, the new 4-lane highways, expanding highways, opening up opportunities for tens of thousands of acres of new lands, linking the hinterland, opening up new frontiers for tourism and new economy. And also, ladies and gentlemen, those along the highways being opened up for industry, commerce, and for homes for our citizens. I'd like to ask, what did the APNO do? What they did for the 5 years, other than some of them to fatten and enrich themselves, and friends and family enrich some of their rich business partners, especially some rich Indian businessmen, the Cayman and others, and his son, and so on, son-in-law. But he cautioned that infrastructure is not only about building a new road, it is critically linked to buttressing the economy and opening up the growth that we want to see, because we can't become prosperous if we confine ourselves to the infrastructural arrangement as we have now, he expressed. So it can't be just infrastructure. They will go to industry and commerce and so on. But infrastructure, the roads and so, create money circulation in the country, employment, buildings, offices, and so forth. Moreover, he spoke about the natural course of urbanization and highlighted that a lot of people who are working in Region 4 are renting or living in Region 3. Essequibo, West Demerara. That is why we speak about the 4-lane bridge that will be under construction soon. But we have to start talking about advancing the next phase of linking these two regions because of what is taking place, he noted. So the new bridge, which the APNU and the AFC and Ramchatan, and which Norton and Nagamutu, were all against, ladies and gentlemen. That new bridge to open up a 4-lane bridge, a highway bridge, a high-span bridge that doesn't have to be opened. They're criticizing it, they're against it. And from there, a special highway that will be cut to go through into the other areas, into Parika, and also into opening up tens of thousands of house lots and industries and commerce for different income earners. They can't see these things. This is the myopic, the narrow-mindedness of some of our political and other miscreant leaders. When it comes to technology, President Dr. Irfaan Ali explained that this too has to be deployed to its fullest in the transformation of our nation. So technology must be made available and utilized to the development of this country. When it comes, it is the whole architecture through which we will deliver service to the population. So through this technology, we'll be able to command and interlink all kinds of services to make Guyana the greatest any country in the Caribbean can ever think or wish to be. Regarding services, President Ali has said their aim is to ensure we deliver to the people of this country the best possible service in education, health and housing. On energy security, he reasoned that it's not just about production of electricity that is very narrow, not just to produce the electricity, it's narrow. So let us see what this mind of this president is talking to us about. President Ali emphasized that the goal will be to fulfill the local energy demands and then evolve to become part of the energy master plan that goes beyond the country's borders. So we can use hydro, and this is what the APNO, the AFC, the Ramchatans, the Mr. Granger, the Nagamutus, and the whole PNC clan could not understand that you would have made more money by exporting electricity to other territories in South America and in the Caribbean. Friends and family, you're in the wrong. President Ali reiterated the vision on food security and spoke about all the investments and initiative the government has been embarking upon to achieve this. Not only Guyana, but regionally want to develop the entire region to be self-sufficient. Now we will become the breadbasket, friends and family, ladies and gentlemen. The other pillar has to do with the country's human resources. You see, human resources and human development is the most important thing. is the human resource transformation. According to President Ali, this has to do with a highly literate, skilled, high-paid, resilient human resource base in our country. That is what we want to create. But the APNO, with a deliberate system, and some of them in conspiracy, some of the PNCR guys who appreciate Burke, and the other one in their basements in New York, trying to disaffect our country. David Hines saying, do everything you can to bring this government down. Who, when the election was won, wanted President Granger to become president and then to have a shared governance. The man is a doctor of politics, but totally mad, if you ask me. Totally mad or completely wrong for a supposed analyst. Friends and family, this government of Guyana, this President Dr. Irfaan Ali, this Vice President Dr. Bara Jagdeo, the brains and the power, and the architect as the General Secretary of the party, Brigadier Mark Phillips and the entire cabinet of power. They only want goodness, love, and joy and prosperity for this nation, Guyana. Let us work, think peace, think goodwill, think development and growth of this great country. Your friend, your brother, me. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. Muhammadur Rasulullah. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. Heal me, Almighty Allah, your servant, who also became very unwell with pneumonia, and heal all those in my country, in Guyana, who are sick and suffering and can be healed by your power. I pray and ask you to heal them all. And in the world and in the universe, and heal and help the people of Palestine. O Allah, you are our Lord and our God. Allahu Akbar. May Allah help you and bless you as I touch you. I touch you, friends. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Muhammadur Rasulullah. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Ilaha illallah. Ameen, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Khuda Hafiz. Go.